Acharya Shankara said in Atmabodha verse 9, Yatha kaso rishikeso, nano padi gato vivu, tad vedad bhinnavat bhati, tan nase kevlo bhavet. Like the space in many parts, all-pervasive consciousness dwells in many bodies and seems divided by them. After destruction of part and the death of body, space and consciousness remain undivided. Bodies are superimposed on the self, like parts on the space. Swetavatar Up 6:11 says, Eko deva sarvbhutesh gudha, sarvvyapi sarvbhutantaratma, karmadhyaksha sarvbhutadivasa, sakshi cheta kevlo nurgunasya. The same deity remains hidden in all beings, is all-pervasive and indwelling self of all beings. He is the supervisor of actions, live in all beings. He is the witness, bestower of intelligence, absolute and devoid of three qualities. Verse 10 says, Nanopadi vasadev jati varna sramadaya atmani aropitastoye rasvarnadi bhedvat. The attributes of bodies like caste, color, status, etc. are superimposed on the self, like different taste colors superimposed on water. Yogavasistha Sara 9:12 says, Agni sangat yatha loham, agnitvam upagacchati, atma sangat tatha gacchati, atmatam indriyadikam. When the iron is put into fire, it becomes red hot, just like the fire. In the same way, the sense organs etc. attain the nature of the self or appear to be self-conscious due to closeness of the self. The senses, though they are inanimate objects, appear to be conscious. The characteristics of the senses etc. are also reflected on the self. This is mutual superimposition or superimposition of one on the other, anya adhyas, etasmin tat buddhi, or superimposition of an object and its knowledge onto the other object that is in fact not of that character. It is called adhyas, superimposition. For example, superimposition of the snake and the knowledge of that very snake onto the rope. Verse 11 says, Panchikrit Mahabhut Sambhavam Karma Sanchitam Sariram Sukh Dukkhanam Bhoga Yatanam Uchite. The physical body is born due to karma, where pleasure and pain are experienced, and composed of 5 great subtle elements, which become gross. When 1/2 portion of each element gets unified with 1/8 of other 4, that is Panchikrit Mahabhut, combination of 5 subtle elements. Verse 12-13 says, Panch Pran Manobuddhi, Dasendriyam Samandutam, O Panchikrit Bhuttotam, Sukshmangam Bhog Sadhanam. The subtle body is the instrument of experiences and consists of 17 factors, such as 5 sense organs, 5 motor organs, 5 vital force, mind and intellect, all formed from the rudimentary elements before their subdivision and combination with each other. Anadi vidya nirvachya karnopadi ruchite upadi triyad anyam atmanam avdharyet. Beginningless indescribable ignorance is said to be the causal body. These 3 bodies, that is gross, subtle and causal, are superimposed on the self, which is distinct from all these 3. This self is to be meditated upon. Verse 14-15 says, Panch kosadi yogena tat tanmaya iv astita suddhatma nirvastradi yogen asphatiko yatha. The self is covered by 5 sheaths of anrasmaya, or the physical body, pranmaya or vital force, manomaya, mind, vigyanmaya, intellect, and anandamaya, deep sleep or ignorance, that is causal body. The self acquires characteristics of these 5 sheaths superimposed on it, like a clear crystal appears blue in the presence of a blue cloth. Bapus tusadi vi kose yuktam yukt avghadata atmanam antaram suddham vivisyat tandulam yatha. Atman, the pure inner self, should be separated from superimpositions through discrimination, as one separates the rice kernels covered by husk by stacking it with a pestle. Yogavasistha 9:14 says, Atmano jad sangat syat, atmatvam jarasatu, syat atma sangat atmatvam, jal agniyo sangvat mitha. When water gets boiled, it takes the quality of heat from fire, and fire gets the quality of liquid from water. Just as fire and water takes on each other's characteristics when they are mutually associated, in the same way, due to the association with the self, the inert body and sense organs acquired consciousness from the self, and self acquires the inert nature of ignorance from the body and sense organs. This is called mutual superimposition. Yogavasistha 9:15 says, Asat jar chintans nainachit bapurjanu mahajal gato hi agniriv rupam swam ujhati. When the hot water thrown into a huge water reservoir, the fire that is in the hot water gives up its heat. Likewise, when the unreal inanimate mind stuff is contemplated as consciousness, then the individual self gives up its imaginary identity of duality and becomes one with Brahman. This is called desuperimposition.